the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday Night Primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. On first down, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Giving this to Harvey. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Denver.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. Second and 15. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This finds Franklin. And boy, they made a challenge for that first down. They got very close. Picked up 14. Now it's third and short.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's a third down give to Harvey. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
From the red zone on first. That one's incomplete in the end zone. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Second down. Here's Nix again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
They'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started. If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Devon Achane to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
All right, come on. Wait, G, wait.
Tua taken right to the air. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Okay. All right, go ahead, go. Ready. My man. Hut.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's out in the clear. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Tua now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face second down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Go ahead. Ready, two.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Nix. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. It's a short pickup to the 20. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Second down, give to Harvey. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Juju Brents with a stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now Nix. Will finds his back. Harvey. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Denver.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun snap to Nix. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Marvin Mims. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Throw is caught. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Tua setting up to throw. This is complete to Dawson Knox. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. They'll get it to Rashid Rice, complete. And the tackles may just be off midfield at the 48. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Right back to Rice, caught again. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa again. Lofts it deep right side. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Ball at 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. This finds Franklin. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Nix from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Once more, it's Nix. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Bombers.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. They'll throw again. Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achane. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Get set. Ready, team. What's it?
Tua out of the pistol. Finds his back. Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
All right, come on. Ready, team. What's it?
Running left. Here's Achane. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
All right. Switch. Ready, team.
And stick with Achane. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Ready, team.
Back to throw it. Waddle makes through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
First and 10
Move the
at
chains!
42-yard
Gotta
line.
move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down from the 42.
Line. 22.
And the shotgun will give it to Achan. He works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Get safe. Go ahead. Out. Get ready to spin. Get ready to spin.
2 and out from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
All right, fellas. Listen up. Ready.
It's Achan on the inside give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Ready, team.
Achan again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Ready. Ready, team. Wait.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Second down now. They need 7.
Go ahead.
Sticking to the air. It's Tagovailoa. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get this tie before the end of the 3rd. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting at the 10. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. First and 10. It's Harvey. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Give up the middle to Harvey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here's Nix to throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
All right. Out, out, out.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's incomplete on 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Out.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. On the move, headed right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready. Ready, hut.
Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hold on a sec.
Nick's now to throw. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he reaches the 35 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Away, away, away. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready. Ready, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Captain, 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 captain.
Looking to throw. And is once again incomplete. And consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. Ready?
They'll start the drive with Achan. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 20-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Ready? Team.
Tagovailoa. They did it! He made the interception! Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, come on. Out, done.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Ready. Ready, team. What's it? Out.
Setting up to pass. That's brought in by Lazard. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Go ahead. Ready.
Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
All right. Out, out.
He'll look to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Okay. Out.
Here he is to throw. Makes the catch. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal.
Winning team! Wait! Out!
H.N. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Time to buy low. We'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal.
12. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Bombers. Hey, it's
Nix from the gun. Jump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing the out route complete. And he gets the first before stopping the clock, and even 20 seconds to go. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing on first down, Nix. This finds Franklin. And he gets out of bounds after a small 2-yard gain, but they needed more from that play.
Troy Franklin. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Nix to throw again. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Looking to throw it. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Going for it with Harvey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Direction doesn't look good here. He missed it right. And as time expires, this game ends on that miss. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And before we step away, Brock, you and I were talking about this last night at dinner, and I just want everyone to know the chance to play on this day in an NFL game and to win this game, how is it viewed and valued by the guys out there?
It really is different. I mean, it feels like a primetime game, but you know, especially if you love football, you've watched this game as a kid growing up. And then you go play a Turkey Bowl game in your backyard, so it is extra special. And to win it makes it that much sweeter.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.